What the fuck is up, you fucking bud? We're heading down to fucking Ottawa. We're gonna get some fucking trucks down there, give Justin Trudeau a little bit of, hey baby, I can't have you on the fucking dashboard. I can't fucking drive this thing. All right, bud. You must have had too much to drink, bud. Get the fuck over there. Yeah, show him your butthole, kitty. Anyway, you know what it is. You know what it be, what it do. Today, we are taking a look at the Ottawa situation.
Are you a white supremacist, sir?
Yes, I am a white supremacist.
Things are getting kind of spicy. Got a bunch of dummies out there being dummies. You know what I'm saying, bud?
There's the virus. Fake news. Hitler.
So we're just going to kind of look through a bunch of stuff that I bookmarked on Twitter. Nothing specific or in any particular order, but it should be fun and infuriating. So let's check it out. Also, welcome to my new channel. This is Mike Filmer. We had Filmmaker, and now we have Mike Filmer. Definitely not confusing at all. This is basically a commentary channel where I'm talking about pretty much whatever I want, whether it be politics or films or just content, people I want to criticize or talk about. So if you enjoy this video, make sure you hit subscribe because there should be a lot more videos here coming very soon. So let's jump into this Ottawa trucker bullshit. There's a lot of good shit that's come out of this. So we can kind of just start anywhere. The truckers had apparently blocked off a bunch of the downtown in Ottawa, and let's just see what that protest looks like.
Must fire that institution, society member out of the USA, and create our own government that includes all.
Yeah, so they're really, really poorly trying to overthrow the government, as you can hear.
Our own government that includes all.
Huh? Sorry, what? I thought this was about vaccine mandates. Now you're saying you want to create your own government? It's almost like this isn't even about the vaccines. It's almost like you guys just don't like being told what to do. It's almost like this has nothing to do with the vaccines. Fucking government takeover, bud. Let's crack some beers and flip some fucking burgers and we'll fucking take over the government, bud. Let's go.
So we fire this institution.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Justin Trudeau, did you just hear that? You just got fired. Here's our great truck leader talking about why the FluTrucksKlan is so important and why we need to fight vaccine mandates. Let's check it out.
Now, what it is the part of the depopulation. And a lot of people don't understand what that means and what there is.
It means you are, you have white fragility and you're scared of being one of the minorities because you know how minorities are treated.
There's an end game. It's called depopulation of the Caucasian race or the
Bingo.
Anglo-Saxon.
Bingo. Told
and
ya.
That's what the goal is to depopulate the Anglo-Saxon race because they are the ones with the strongest bloodlines.
Dog, look at yourself. Look in a fucking mirror. You think this guy has the strongest bloodline? Okay, look at this man. Look at this man. He's shaped like a thumb. They're all shaped like thumbs. How can a thumb-shaped man have the strongest bloodline, okay? I'm 90% sure that most people have a stronger bloodline than this guy. All right.
They are the ones with the strongest bloodlines. And we'll leave it at that because then we get into a whole different...
And we'll leave it at that because then we start getting into, you know, the Third Reich and Mein Kampf.
But it's a depopulation of race, okay? That's what they want to do. I've spoken before about how we have Ahmed Ahmadinejad.
Dude, nobody is trying to depopulate white people. It's just the nature of everyone getting together and we becoming more of a worldly society. That's a good thing. You're not even from here. Go back to where you came from, bud.
Who states that no matter what, we are going to infiltrate governments, education systems. We're going to infiltrate.
Right, yeah, we get it. So Mr. Whitey here is scared that the scary brown people are going to take over, which is very, very scary. Very scary. So yeah, that's kind of the state of things. First, they were talking about the truckers, and now it's just kind of about vaccine mandates, but it's really just about not liking what the Liberal government is doing, and they want to overthrow it. But there's a lot of other juicy stuff. Let's check it out. So it says, trigger warning for my niches. Sorry, I don't quite know what that is. White supremacists at the FluTrucksKlan mocking our culture using hand drums and singing. There's a lot more where this came from, for sure. This is how they honor your 93 children just found, mocking the culture those children were killed from doing. Nazis, all of them, 100%.
So I'm going to speak on behalf of my ancestors because I know they're always watching us.
So this is like a drum circle that was put on by a bunch of these protesters. Just like an impromptu drum circle. I don't know why the hell they did this, because they're using Native American drums and they're imitating Native American singing. And as you can see, they are all white. I think there's even a dude. There's even a dude who gives like a yabba dabba doo at some point. Shocking. This is like the Native American equivalent of like a minstrel show. This guy's fucking black. This guy is fucking black. It's funny how like a lot of these conservative people who are trying to defend the racism that's happening at these, they're like, oh, because there are people of color here, that means that we're definitely not white nationalists and this can't be racist. Look, there's literally a black dude participating in this drum circle, okay? So you're gonna sit there and be like, oh, we can't be racist because there's people of color here. Well, you know what? There's lots of stupid white people and lots of stupid people of color, okay? Sorry, 50% of the world is really, really stupid, and then another 20% of those people are incredibly stupid, and the further you get down, the dumber they get, and they all kind of concentrate until they arrive into a place like this. So yeah, definitely no racism going on here, nothing to see here, people. What else we got? Far-right rhetoric rises. Truck convoy in Ottawa. This guy advocates for civil war as he says, we have the guns, we will bring them out.
Feelings towards vaccine mandates have heightened.
And I advocate civil war. If people don't want to stand up, we've got guns.
This fucking guy. That's a sick jacket, by the way.
We'll stand up and we'll bring them out.
Bro, you're not gonna shoot anybody. I've been following this person. They live downtown, and they've just been posting a bunch of random clips, but this is what it's like on the ground, if you're wondering. Oh, the sweet sounds of freedom. 24/7 freedom. Kill me. Someone just sent these my way. More photos of Nazi flag that was spotted at today's convoy protest. The other photo was shared earlier today, was taken nearby. So check it out. Swastikas at the protest. Now, again, there's a bunch of people saying that these are just outlier people. It's not everybody. Okay, why are there a bunch of people standing around this dude holding this flag and not ripping it out of his fucking hands? Right? It's almost like they're chill with the Nazis hanging out. Right? Like, it's almost like they're like, they don't really care that much. Even if they're a little annoyed by it, why isn't anyone just ripping that off the fucking pole? Here's some more examples of beautiful flags. We got InfoWars, you know, that's the #1 source of vaccine information for these people. Unironically, Confederate flags, Trump flags, another swastika. We got the beautiful desecration of our national hero. I'm sure of the fact that these guys have nothing better to do. They just want to they just want something to do on the weekends. This is their version of fun. This is their version of fun. They're having a great time. They're bringing grills out. They're drinking beers. This is like summer. This is like spring break for them. There's like this another conspiracy that like the Confederate flags that people saw were like photographed by a government person, and for some reason that makes them illegitimate, even though there's plenty of videos just like this one of the Confederate flag. Look, there it is, right there. I don't know if you spot the Confederate flag. It's right there, just chilling there. Nobody's saying or doing anything about it. So, I mean, whether or not it's like just an outlier or whatever, clearly all these people do not give a fuck. Was this video taken by the government too, guys? This is literally Justin Trudeau undercover taking this video. This is fun. Nothing says grassroots campaign to end vaccine mandates like professionally made transphobia placards fuck, how do you say that word? Placards? I'm too stupid for this, guys. He says, Dad, a human male who protects his kids from gender ideology. Children are never born in the wrong body. Children cannot consent to puberty blockers. Les enfants ne peuvent pas connaître something something. Gender ideology does not belong in schools. Does it belong at a vaccine mandate protest? Apparently. These fucking idiots, these fucking absolute morons, they're out here saying they don't have freedom of speech, they don't have freedom of expression, it's all about my body, my choice. This literally goes against all of that. They're all chill with it. They're taking a big group photo and having a gay old time. A gay old time. Yeah, I said it. It's all about their freedom, not yours. Trump 2024, not inherently racist, but I mean, Canadian Trump supporters have to be maybe the dumbest, knuckle-dragging, mouth-breathing morons that ever existed on this planet. Anyway, we got a Trump 1, Save America. Oh, and look at that. A nice little swastika there. But that's just another outlier. Just another outlier. You know, all these people, all the ones that we're covering so far, outliers. Blah blah blah. We got the unvaxxed are Rosa Parks sign. These people literally think being a descendant of a slave, a person who's literally not even allowed to sit wherever they want on a bus, is the same as having to wear a mask to go in a grocery store. Dude, you're protesting right now. You are free to protest. You know, I still don't know if I'm not fully convinced that this is about white supremacy necessarily. So I think we need to hear from the leader again to see what his take is on all this.
It's time for me to walk away. For a while.
He's quitting.
The next 26 days left?
I don't know what he's talking about, 26 days left.
Ain't gonna fucking matter.
No, it's not, because you guys are doing literally nothing. You guys are a bunch of selfish bitches.
It ain't gonna matter.
Sorry. It's not gonna matter. My Karen convoy didn't get what we wanted. We didn't get to speak to the manager of Canada. Boo-hoo. I want to speak to the manager of Canada. They got the I am the manager bitch treatment.
Unless you want to change your national language to Chinese or Mandarin.
Ooh, yikes. Yikes.
Or Hebrew.
Yikes. Ooh. For those of you that aren't aware, this is all part of that whole the Hebrew thing. Yeah, that's just anti-Semitism. He's implying that either China or the Jewish people are controlling everything here.
You might want to change your name to Ishmael, or drop a bunch of change down the stairs and call yourself Chong Ching Ching Chang.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Again, another moment. Can I show this on YouTube? Dude, bro. This is peak bloodline. This is the maximum. This is the strongest bloodline available.
Unless you get up off your asses and demand change.
Like you need to change of clothes because you haven't showered in a week and you've been pissing your pants the whole time.
And support everybody instead.
All right. Yep, we're done. Yep. Bye. Go then. Nobody cares. Literally nobody cares. This one looks fun.
People have been asking me to weigh in on the trucker convoy that's headed to Ottawa being labeled as white supremacists, racists,
Oh, finally, she's gonna clear everything up. I'm very concerned about the white supremacists. I really want to know, desperately want to know what you have to say about the white supremacists. Please clear this up for me because I'm very concerned.
Right? My answer?
Yes.
I don't care.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
And neither should you.
So basically, it's like, well, as long as they're getting done what needs to be done. You know, if they're white supremacists, they can be my friends. I'll be friends with the white supremacists. What is up with these people? It's like hanging out with Satan. You're hanging out with Satan.
We are also witnessing millions upon millions upon millions of people suffering from ego deaths right now.
From ego deaths? I think your ego could use a death right now because you think you are the fucking center of the world, lady. You know, these people are all about freedom and patriotism. Let's see how they treat this war memorial. I'm very curious about, you know, how that goes down. Really interesting. It actually, you know, it kind of reminds me of Remembrance Day when I'm in school. You know, we all go down to the graveyard and we stand on all the graves and we stomp the poppies out and we drink beer and scream freedom. I remember doing that in elementary school all the fucking time. Damn, these people really care about vaccine mandates, don't they? Some more war memorial content here. You know, just a little pee-pee. You know, soldiers have to pee too. That's not unpatriotic, guys. That's what soldiers do, man. Soldiers just relieve themselves wherever the fuck they want. They don't give a fuck. Okay, another thing, and this is nothing new to these conservative protests, but it's new to Canada. These guys are literally blaming everything on Antifa again. It's like they can't take responsibility. They do this crazy shit. And they can't take responsibility. Here's one guy blaming Antifa for throwing a TV out of a hotel. Imagine being Antifa, and we're like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go down there, and we're gonna throw a TV out of a hotel. That's gonna really make them look bad. Nobody knew about the TV throwing out of the hotel until you said it on this live stream, dude.
Last night, we had Antifa try and throw a TV out an 8-story window. Cops had to show up about 2 o'clock in the morning with the SWAT to get them out. Antifa, yeah.
Dude, this guy's got like 5 brain cells left, and he's losing them by chugging that beer.
We've seen a bunch of them already. I can see them all over the place.
Oh, we've been seeing them.
Yeah, they're seeing them. The cops are onto them. They know what this is all about, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, they're gonna do anything. So when shit does happen down here, you guys, you gotta realize that it wasn't any of these true Canadians. These are these Antifa goofs that are getting paid. Okay, they're getting paid to...
It was the true Canadians are at home laughing at you right now, dude. You fucking idiot. At least own your shit. Look at this. Take Trudeau to the train station. This was Antifa too, right? This must have been Antifa. If you don't understand what that means, he's talking about the Holocaust, more anti-Semitism, and because they came here with absolutely no plan and they have no facilities and no shelter, they all started populating the mall, apparently. This person says, RITO Mall has been overtaken by maskless crowds. Stores are closing as I'm typing this. So they've essentially created a COVID breeding facility, which is fun. Maybe we'll get a new strain. This is where the KKK Rona strand is going to come from. This is wild too. One of the big arguments from these guys is that the mainstream media isn't covering them or covering them properly. Let's find out why.
You're not gonna get a video. You're not gonna get a video. Get out of here. We don't want you here.
You're not gonna get a video. You're not gonna get a video. This lady definitely has COVID. Look at her. She's dying.
You're liars. Get out of here.
You're liars. Get out of here.
We're not anti-anything. We're pro-freedom.
You're Antifa. That's what you are. You're a plant. You're a freaking, what do they call them? What did Alex Jones call them? Freaking crisis actor. That's what you are.
For your freedom. For your freedom. For ours. For our children.
If it's for his freedom, then why are you stopping him from filming?
You're liars. Get out of here.
Lady, just blow your nose. Blow your nose. It's driving me crazy. And wear a fucking mask and get vaccinated and go fuck yourself. Moving on. What else we got? You know, they're like, why isn't the mainstream media covering this? Where's the mainstream media? Oh my god, even their intimidation tactics are so fucking juvenile. By the way, the mainstream media is covering this.
I'm gonna be here as long as it takes. As long as these truckers are gonna be here, I'm gonna be here. Because why? Because I think we should live free like we always have. Kicked off Facebook, blocked, not allowed to post any of this live, nothing else. That's why I'm here. They shouldn't have turned my Facebook off. Now I'm angry.
Shouldn't have turned their Facebook off. Okay, we need to get something straight here, okay? We need to get something extra crystal clear. Elon Musk tweeting out, Canadian truckers rule, okay? Do you not realize how fucking insane and just... Guys, Elon Musk is literally developing trucks to replace you. If you are a trucker and you're retweeting this and quote tweeting this, you are voting for your replacement. He says, CB radios are free from government media control. Dude, you own a network of AIs that track people's movements and learn from that to better do shit. But regardless, it's because he's the one he would rather be in control, I guess. Literally the opposite of supporting. He is trying to replace you with robots, people. He's trying to replace you with robots. and you're retweeting him. That's how you know that we have the best and brightest out here in Canada. Fucking idiots. So this one is genuinely gonna piss some of you off if you haven't already heard about it. The truckers, they all converged in Ottawa, right? And Ottawa is a city that was already on lockdown. So there's no facilities, there's no food, there's no bathrooms, there's nowhere for them to stay. And of course, humans be humans and humans get hungry. So here's a beautiful tweet from Shepherds of Hope. Hi everyone, thanks for bringing this to our attention. Earlier today, our staff and volunteers experienced harassment from convoys, protesters seeking meals from our soup kitchen. The individuals were given meals to diffuse the conflict. Management was informed of the issue, and no further meals were given to the protesters. Our soup kitchen is committed to providing meals to people experiencing and at risk of homeless in Ottawa. Say what you will, you can say that not all of them are terrible people, but the fact that they're rubbing elbows with each other and they have no problem with the fact that everyone is a fucking white supremacist, you got anti-Semitism, you got people pissing and shitting in the streets, and now you got people literally stealing from homeless people, okay? And it would be one thing if the protesters were denouncing this instead of pretending like it's not happening or acting like this is just fringe stuff. This is one that's been passed around quite a few times. Apparently someone died because the protest blocked an ambulance. A trauma code died because vehicles wouldn't move for ambulance in the way of the trauma center, which should have been a 10-minute drive, and fully survivable injury took 45 minutes and died as they arrived. Trucks and support vehicles obstructed the ambulances with some on the cath lab bypass, deliberately moving into the carpool lane to cut them off. That's how you stop vaccine mandates. And in case you're wondering why the police aren't doing anything, you're like, what the fuck? You know, they break up the indigenous protests, which are peaceful. They're not pissing and shitting all over the ground. They're not robbing homeless people and harassing random restaurant workers. Well, let's hear what the Ottawa police have to say. Here's an update from the Ottawa police. It says, update, demonstration. We welcome peaceful demonstrations. Public safety is paramount. Remember, demonstrators, be aware of your rights and responsibilities. These cops are on their side. You think they would do this for indigenous protesters? What fucking police agency has ever done this for any protest ever, especially one with people of color or people with something actually important to say? And they put out a fucking pamphlet. It's like when you go to Disney World and they give you a map of all the rides and stuff. It's like, here's Space Mountain, here's the hot dog stand, here's the war memorial, that's actually our washroom, here's the homeless shelter, this is where we're getting our food, but you have to steal it. Like, come on, what kind of response is this? Like, these cops are literally just hanging out with them. They're just good buddies at this point. Here's another photo of them hanging out with one of the protesters. They're all homies, super dope.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm down here with a police officer in Ottawa. How are you doing today?
Doing great.
How's it been down here?
Nothing but good. People are super good. The truckers have been having a good time. They've been getting their point across, and you know what? It's a beautiful city that we're in. And
everyone is pissing and shitting all over the floor. They're stealing from homeless shelters. They're harassing people all over. There's Nazi flags, and then
great.
How's it been down here?
Nothing but good. People are
oh, it's been great. Nothing but good. Yeah, so again, if you're wondering why the cops aren't doing anything about this, it's literally because they are part of the protest. They like all this shit that's happening, and cops, fuck cops. Well, these cops anyway. To put this in perspective, you know, like 80-90% of the country is vaccinated.
With a police officer in Ottawa. How are you doing today?
And you have consistently these cops, like this fucking guy, are out here giving thumbs up to the fucking protesters. If 90% of truckers are vaccinated and like 80 to 90% of the country is vaccinated, whose side is this fucking guy on? Why is he trying to help them overthrow the people he's working for? And you know, maybe that last one, maybe you're like, oh, you know, it's just one cop, whatever. One cop, two cop, three cop, a whole group of cops taking photos with people. That's no big deal. Well, how about a whole group of cops literally delivering food? It says bringing out boxes of hot food for the truckers. Now this shit, it's even hard for me to joke about this. This shit pisses me off. At indigenous protests, where they're protesting pipelines for their land, which they fucking originated from, they get arrested. They get beaten down by the police who are protesting pipeline. They'll beat down indigenous people in the name of corporate interest. But when these fuckers are literally trying to overthrow the fucking government, they're bringing them hot food. And you wonder why people hate cops. So the protest has expanded. They're moving to new territory. They've gone from trying to seize the government at the Capitol to trying to control the government and I guess seize it at the border, which is funny because these guys have been crying about truckers and how important they are and how the grocery stores are empty when they're literally blocking truckers from entering the country now. These people are patriots, remember? Okay, these people, they are the most Canadian. They are on the Canadian totem pole, you know, as far as the patriotism goes. These people are at the peak. So let's watch these peak patriots sing the Canadian national anthem, shall we? Guard for thee. Actually, I'm not gonna say that. That's weird. These motherfuckers don't even know the words. They can't even sing their own national anthem. They can't coordinate how to sing their own fucking national anthem, let alone how to coordinate a coup. I think they got it now. Like, half of them are probably drunk. They're drinking beer and flipping burgers and shit in other clips. They're definitely, half of them are drunk. This is just a big government takeover tailgate party. So that, like, half of them are, like, not even singing the song in the right spot. They finished the song and a bunch of them are going to keep going. True patriots right there. Pathetic. Can't even sing their own national anthem and they're claiming to be patriots. Dope. And then this is their lawyer. This guy was hired by Rebel News, I guess. I think. That's not confirmed, but I know Rebel News was funding like a lawyer or something. But this is their lawyer. Check out that fucking haircut. I mean, he's taking some Trump. He's got some Trump pointers.
So the
sure.
police have essentially shut down all negotiations, period.
The police have shut down negotiations, huh? It's kind of like, it's almost like they don't want to negotiate with terrorists.
Give us the update. What just happened here and what's happening now?
This dude is straight up saying that they don't negotiate with terrorists in a way that is without saying that.
So the police have essentially shut down all negotiations, period. They've indicated that they've got marching orders.
Yeah, they don't negotiate with terrorists, my dog.
Essentially to reopen the highway.
Yeah, you guys are committing a terrorist act. You're fucking with the economy of our nation by blocking the border. You're blocking commerce from happening in the name of something that's completely made up. So, yeah, you guys are domestic terrorizing right now. There's no other way to put it.
They're not going to discuss anything further with the protesters. They've indicated that those who...
This guy's head gets smaller as it gets to the top. You can see, look, he's got that, it's got a slope. It goes real far back. But there's not as much room in there as there is in the average adult male Canadian.
Leave now are free to do so. Those who remain behind run the risk of being arrested. There's various pieces of legislation and charges that they can essentially lay against people that remain. They've indicated that they're going to seize equipment, and they've indicated that they're going to reopen the highway. So we provided the standard legal charter advice for folks, and we're going to see how this plays out. But we've really tried to stress everyone to kind of remain calm, remain peaceful, no matter what happens. But things are pretty tense.
And quickly, they haven't alluded to consequences for the people who do decide to leave now, but is that...
Oh, it's Sid Fazard. This guy blocked me on Twitter recently because I called them all a bunch of snowflakes. I'll find that right now. Hold on. This guy fucking blocked me. He had a tweet about the crowds or something, and I said, I thought all the snow had pretty much melted in Calgary. Turns out there's a bunch of snowflakes downtown. Major snowflake energy, Sid, you fucking loser. This guy fucking blocked me because I called him a bunch of snowflakes. So much for freedom, am I right? Unblock me, Sid, you bitch. To put this into perspective, this guy considers himself a reporter, okay? He's reporting on events that are happening. I comment on the events in a negative way, and he blocks me. Now, that sounds like impartial, fair reporting to me. Truckerlawyer.ca. They always have the most creative website titles to fundraise. These guys are all about capitalism, but for some reason they're always fundraising. How can you be this like capitalist conservative organization and you're constantly fundraising for shit? Where does all that money go? I would love to see some records of where all that money's going, because I guarantee it's going into this fucker's pocket. Unblock me, bitch. Well, I think it's pretty clear from everything we've seen today that this whole thing is not really much about freedom or even really about the vaccine. It's more about just not being told what to do and being able to express their terrible perspectives, like being racist and white supremacists and anti-Semitists publicly and openly without people telling them that they're shitty people, which they are. And I know some people are going to be asking about the Without Papers video that I said I was going to be releasing. I talked about that ages ago, and I'm going to be honest, at the time when I was making it, I kind of talked about it a little bit on Instagram. There's a lot of stuff going on in my own family in regards to COVID-19, and it just became too stressful to be like doing all this really in-depth research on these terrible fucking, they're beyond COVID deniers. They're like genuinely terrible people involved. All that was just kind of stressful in dealing with the shit that was going on in my own family with all the COVID stuff. And I just had to take a step away from it because it was just too much. I was having trouble approaching it at all. But I'm coming back to it, and that's why I'm making this content. Consider it a little bit of a whistle wetter for the proper video, which will be much higher quality than this video. So anyway, if you're enjoying this kind of content, make sure you subscribe to the new channel, as we're going to be doing all my commentary stuff. Thanks for watching. Give this a share if you agree with it, because shares are dope, and that's what really helps this channel and helps this kind of stuff grow. So anyways, thanks for watching. I'm gonna leave you with the sweet sounds of freedom.